So I pray that this is coming in clearly. I'm on the road today and about to get run over because the lane is running out. But to the best of my knowledge, today is March 16th, Monday, 2026. And the reason that I give the date is because it's important to me to go back and view videos or listen to audio recordings and not have the date and the year that it was recorded in. And I say that because a lot of things on YouTube aren't properly dated, and it'll come up as new, like it occurred in 2026. And then when you further investigate, you find out the things that you are looking at are maybe 2 to 5 years, sometimes longer. It occurred 2 to 5 years, sometimes longer. And they have it as a current date and a current year. And it's just not so. So again, we're being lied to in all forms and fashion. In regards to date and time, I stopped by a business and they were closed, and it said that they will be back they're on lunch between 2:30 and 3:30. So at first I was going to sit there because my vehicle clock said it was 3:01, but I know that I set my clocks in most cases 10 minutes early up to 25 minutes early. The vehicle that I'm in, my vehicles are usually set 10 minutes in advance, 10 minutes fast, in other words. So my vehicle said it was like 3:01, which meant to me that it was mostly like 9 minutes before 3. So to wait until 3:30 for the business to open was an option. But then I thought about it, let me go get some food. Well, the funny thing is, after I got the food and everything, I looked at the clock in my vehicle, and apparently I had not been in this vehicle for a while because it wasn't set forward an hour. So again, I lost track of time. And so now I'm questioning myself, well, wait a minute. Why did that business say that they were going to be open from at lunch from 2:30 to 3:30 when it was well after 3:30? Because I found out moments ago that it was actually 4 o'clock or a little after 4. So again, my timing is screwed up. I am doing my best. And one of the reasons that I lose track of time is because sometimes I stay up past 24 hours. And that throws me off because I'll go to sleep whenever I do and wake up and don't remember what bloody day it is. So that's what I'm battling these days, losing track of time. And in Yahweh's kingdom, Yahweh, time doesn't matter in his pure spirit state, because a day to Yahweh is like 1,000 years. Now, I am not pattering, if that's a word, a pattern. I'm not patterning, that's what I should say, myself in any form or fashion to be Yahweh. However, we are all the Creator manifested in a body in part, not in totality. So don't take it there. So I don't know. Hold on. We have a big rig about to make a cut in front of me, so I have to give him some room. And we're back. So I did not mean to do that. So in Yahweh's kingdom, in his pure spirit form, Oh, Lord. A day to Yahweh is like 1,000 years. And that takes me back to the garden in Adam and Eve, where when Adam, depending on which book you read, I happen to want to investigate the Bible a little more, because they speak of things in the Bible, but they give you no detailed explanation. And I speak of that for this reason. When Adam and Eve were removed from the garden, Yahweh had a conversation with I'm going to say them. And in the forgotten books of the Bible, in the forgotten books of, pause for the car. Apologies. I could not think of the book that I was referring to. It is the lost books of the Bible, the forgotten books of Eden. So I have this book, and I wanted explanations of certain things. Mainly at that time that I purchased it, the story about Adam and Eve, what took place after they were removed from the Garden of Eden. And at some point, Yahweh had a conversation with them and told them that they would have to remain, they wouldn't be allowed back in the garden for 5 days. I'm sure that's what it said, but it's been a while, so I'm basing what I'm saying from memory. But Yahweh, in the lost books of the Bible, the forgotten books of Eden, told Adam and Eve that they could not re-enter the garden for a period. Either he said 5 days or 50 days. He could have said 50 days. And so but then again, it could have been 5. But I'm going to go with 50. So Adam and Eve expected within 50 days to return to the Garden of Eden. But they did not know that one day to Yahweh is like 1,000 years. And whether it was 5 days or 50 days, and the short form, 5 days, would be 5,000 years. So heaven knows what 50 days would be, but 5 days wasn't counted like we count our days. So I no longer count our days like we count our days, apparently, when I can't remember what the bloody day of the week in the year and the month of the era that we're in. So forgive me if I screw up. I do my best. The reason that I am on this, the reason that I am recording this audiogram 5, I call it, 5